just like the Offset Stephon Diggs situation, they had pictures before Cardi B started dating Stephon Diggs. And I was gonna ask you like, is it okay, if you met somebody, you cool with them to date their girl? You know what I'm saying? Just kind of throw off a little question based off that. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, yeah. Should
Yeah,
we
yeah.
bring it
Kind of not
up?
even about the. Yeah, yeah. Just like throw it up or whatever, and just other shit that I've noticed. But that's really the main thing, really. Man, boy, I see the gray hairs pushing, dog.
Man, what? I got some shit right here. I don't know, some paint
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something.
Still, look at that.
Crazy.
Like a silverback tiger.
Oh Lord, right. Shit, you can pop it
Yeah,
off,
yeah.
man.
Yeah. You can pop it off whenever, light work.
Light work, man. We here
Yeah.
study hall. Got my man AD in the building today. You know how we do it.
Yo, yo, yo. If it don't make a dollar, it don't make sense. We here
Right, right.
discussing, trying to get things going.
Talking these plays and parlays and games that's going on today, man. Today we got a lot. Well, we got a couple games on the soccer slate today that we're gonna get into. But before we get into that, man, what you been on, AD? Talk to the people, man.
Man, it's always a grind. Every day you wake up, you gotta thank the Lord for another day and stay on the constant grind because the bills ain't gonna pay itself.
Right.
And but on my free time, you already know, as you know, I like to play sports. I go to the Potito Boxing Gym. If you're in the Opelika area, you might want to check it out.
Man, speaking of
But
boxing, man, on
yeah, yeah,
August
yeah.
9th, August 9th, you got a event going on,
Okay.
Caribbean fights or something at James L. Knight Center,
Yeah.
promoted by. Yeah, you got this guy. You got your guy, Chris Lovejoy. You familiar with Chris Lovejoy?
Yeah, I know of him, but I ain't in tune with him like that.
Yeah, man, he gonna be fighting on this card on August 9th, man. If we free and can get to it, man, we should probably go and check it out. Um,
I'm checking it out now. Caribbean class, huh?
the
Ah,
Caribbean Clash, you see it?
yeah, yeah, yeah. That sounds a bit intriguing right there.
Yeah,
Saturday,
man.
August night. Okay, okay.
It look like it's a good promotion, man. Look like it's a decent promotion card
Who else on the
promotion.
card?
Um,
It look
he's
like
the
they have
biggest name right now. I think he's fighting some Cuban boxer. Him at the
yeah,
heavyweight, but
yeah,
I don't know. I'm just interested in seeing how the promotion came out, how the setup is, how the fights, how the matchmaking took place. And more so, definitely interested in seeing this fight, this Chris Lovejoy fight. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Um,
man. Definitely. They even gonna have Haitian, not Haitian, Caribbean performers.
they might, they should. I'm
Definitely.
looking. Hold on. Let's go on.
Yeah, live musical performances from some of the hottest artists from the Caribbean islands. Oh snap! Yeah, elite fighters from Haiti, Cuba, Puerto Rico.
Oh yeah, you
Oh,
see
this is
it?
big. Yeah, yeah, this is pretty big, man.
Yeah, man.
Nothing but
Let's talk about
sports.
that for a second. Look like Chris Lovejoy's taking on this Cuban fighter
Yeah.
boxer by the name of Uneskis Gonzalez. Uneskis Gonzalez.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken, you got Victor De Rocha on there. You've got Ali Ali Paolo Valle on there. Of course, Chris Lovejoy. This is like a Haitian boxer, right? Or no, might not
About
Kinzel.
8 fights.
It's about 8 fights on there. Huh? Like you got some Mexican fighter on there. Should be a dope night of fighting going on. Brought to you by the American Dream and Nothing But Sports
Mm-hmm.
promotion. Shout out to them. Look like it's a fight series going on. Like I said, I don't know too many of the other names on there. I'm gonna look into Uniskis Gonzalez soon, but that should be an easy walkthrough victory for him versus Chris Lovejoy. At this point, I feel like Chris Lovejoy just taking fights to scrape up whatever little coin he could get. They paying for his
That's the
travel.
name of the game. That's definitely the name of the game with this boxing. You gotta collect your coins when they there for
Got to
sure.
collect them coins when they there, so we not mad at them. You know what I mean?
Matter of fact, I remember on chilling at your house. You the one that put me on Chris Lovejoy a while back. I don't know if you remember that.
Right. What we was talking
But
about, was it when we were offering to come to the gym? We were trying to get him to come to the
yeah,
gym.
yeah, yeah. And then you posted a video. He was supposed to pop out, and apparently, he had other things to do. It is what it is. But we definitely was planning it. We had that scheduled in. He had that scheduled in. That's when I kind of did my little background of him. And I like, oh, snap, we got a little motion when it comes to this boxing for sure, for
Right.
sure.
Okay, this is real tight. Let me on. All right, for sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Chris Lovejoy. So that's coming August 9th, man. We're gonna keep y'all in tune with it. Probably try to contact them and see if we could do some live, some super live type remote from location casting that day. You know what I mean?
No, for
Um,
sure.
on another note, man, we got some big soccer matches coming up tonight, man. Today,
Before
3
you do
p.m.
that, man, before just on the side note, did you catch the fights yesterday?
Man, I didn't, man. Let's. You want to go over it?
No, really? Those some
I
big
heard
fights,
Shakur
bro.
walked out with a victory.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Against what's his
Zapata.
name? Zepeda.
Was it a
And I
knockout
watched the
victory
whole
or did it
fight.
go
No,
decision?
no, no. But the thing about it was, what the narrative around Shakur was. He's a cat and mouse type of boxer. He don't stand in the paint. Blah. He's a running around. You gonna run a mile in that boxing ring trying to get him.
Right.
And the proof was in the pudding. His previous fights, it was like that. But Zepeda, he's a very different fighter. He's gonna put pressure from round one to round 12. The Mexicans, how they fight, very committed, like to just applying pressure. If you look at the punch totals, it's down to 3 times the last few fights Shakur had. So even Zepeda, he made it a point of emphasis. He's not gonna run. He's gonna stay in the paint. And we saw a different level Shakur because he gave the fans what they wanted, which is stand in the paint, return fire, don't run. I would say out of the whole fight, there was a 10 to 15% time he was running around. About 80% of the time, he was in there. It was times where he uncomfortably sat on the ropes and he was waiting for him to come and bring it. I personally didn't like it, but you can see the strategy. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? He's showing the defense in the paint and he's returning fire. So at first, I would say the first couple rounds, it was a toss up. Mind you, in the books, Stevenson was a negative 1,000 favorite, which that ain't nothing. But I would say live odds when it came to about round three, he was like negative 300, 350. So just imagine that 700 drop off. If we speaking in betting language, that was a toss up. But as the rounds went along, you see him putting combinations together. You see him dodging, returning fire. So I was impressed. And even if you wasn't a Shakur fan, you would be impressed watching that fight because he stood in the paint and he didn't run around and avoid, returning fire. So that's what I saw. I was very impressed. No, it wasn't a knockdown victory, but it was a unanimous decision. So that's the next best thing. If you can't knock him out, make sure the judges all on your side. Like, yeah, you definitely won that fight, dog. You know what I'm saying? And I
Yeah.
was impressed because the Peta never tired down. He kept the same energy, which was, I'm gonna press him all 12 rounds. But he
So
did get rocked.
okay. So to you, did was it a clear victory on the
Yeah,
Sunday?
absolutely. Clear victory. Clear victory. Only between round 1 and 3, I was like, hold on now. Because the Peta actually wobbled him. He hit him with a straight jab.
Right.
Pooh, he went like this. But his excuse after, I want to say in quotes, excuse was the jab hit him off balance. He wasn't hurt by the jab. He was just in a position where he was trying to figure out if he wanted to lean by the ropes or stand straight. And he was caught in the middle and he jabbed him. You know how like a push jab, where
Right.
you jab somebody but you kind of push him as well.
Right.
So he kind of like he reacted. The crowd was like whoa because he wobbled, but he wasn't hurt by it. I'll send you the video,
Right. Right.
his post fight, but it was impressive. After round 3, he had combinations for him, and he stood in the center of the ring. The only time he was not in the center of the ring when he chose to go to the corner and lean on the ropes. Which even his corner was like, "Yo, stop doing that." But I guess he had some type of plan with that because he was returning fire even when his back was against the ropes, which was impressive. So,
Right. Who else was on that card? Were there any other
oh
like,
man,
huh?
yes, Berlanga. I
Oh,
don't know if you're a
Berlanga
fan of
was on
Berlanga.
that. Eric
Yeah, yeah,
Berlanga.
yeah, yeah. He was talking shit. I don't know if you saw his promo. Before the fight, when they talk amongst fighters, he was throwing money at Oscar De La Hoya.
Yeah,
He went on the Breakfast Club saying his opponent is soft. Man, his opponent knocked him down not once, not twice,
but 3 times.
three
Berlanga
times.
got rolled
TKO.
last night.
Berlanga got dropped, gang.
Damn,
He got
bro.
dropped and then like embarrassed. Like he looked like ever since the Canelo fight, he ain't got no more chin. You know when somebody get tapped
Uh huh.
and they could never like he couldn't stay on balance for nothing. He couldn't stay on balance for nothing. He got dropped 3 times and it
Man, you
was a
know
round
what, bro?
five.
Like, now that I look back on it, the passion that I do have for the world of boxing, the sport of boxing, man, I wish I would have picked that up younger because the way that some of these
Yeah.
guys coming in and just cash grabbing and getting up out of there, like, I wonder, like, what ranks did they come up in? What were they fighting at for them to,
You saying so for real,
you know what I'm saying?
cause
It's just like a bunch of mid-level fighters just appearing. They coming out of nowhere. They got a little hype behind them. They get a little hype behind them. Like, not
yeah,
to say it like that, Berlanga, before that Canelo fight, man, he was on a little tear.
he
He
was.
displayed decent power in his fights and fights that are
That's
previous
what got
fights
him
that
to
are
fight. Yeah.
right previous fights that I've seen from him. But I don't know, man. It's just like they get that big paycheck. They get as soon as they get some of them get that first big paycheck, like super big one. They just I don't know. They lose it, man. They lose the flair for the sport. They feel like they good. I don't know, bro. Like I don't
Yeah.
know.
He lost to a guy by the name of Hamaz Shiraz.
Hamad Shiraz.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know if you
Not hundred
familiar.
percent familiar with him, but sound like he might be from the Middle East or Muslim, some type of Muslim background.
He was born in England.
He was born where?
England.
Mm. He was born in India. Cool.
Yeah. But
Nah,
he's British and Pakistani. Of course, you could tell by the name. He has Pakistani in his background. So, but he was impressive, and he's a tall fighter.
Edgar
He brung
Berlanga.
pressure. I want you to watch the highlights. It was impressive, very impressive. Round 5 knockout too. It was early.
Damn, I gotta
Early he
watch
got
that.
him out.
I feel kind of
Yeah, he
bad for
got him.
Berlanga.
Yeah, me too though. But when you start popping at the mouth, flexing, he got carried away. If you watch pre-fight,
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about his promotion was like yapping. He called his opponent soft multiple times. Like not when he's not even around. You know how like you doing it from promotion, he's around, okay, you trying to hype up the fight. Nah, he not even around. He doing interviews like he just this dude saw no respect. And
Right.
shit, it backfired on him.
Right.
But overall, it was impressive because Turk. I don't know if you know about Saudi Arabian, the new dude for the boxing. He's trying to get more big fights.
I'm talking about
He
Ryder
accomplished.
season guy.
Yeah, 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 yeah. He accomplished the big thing, which was getting these big fights and having them perform. So it was impressive. It was a lot of impressive fights. There was a few more, and I think that I was engaged. I was watching it. I was definitely in tune. So we'll see. Because
Man,
the next big event next week is a big heavyweight bout. Osik. I don't know how to pronounce his name. The one that fight Fury.
uh, Usyk.
Yeah, Osik. Yeah,
Usyk.
yeah. He got a big fight coming next Saturday versus Daniel Dubois.
Hmm.
So
Daniel
that's a
Dubois.
nice
What is
set.
he from France or
Yeah,
something like that?
yeah, yeah. Daniel Dubois. So the boxing world got motion, and there's a big fight, but that's later in the year. Devin Haney. He got he got a lot of storylines with him. He got a big fight. So versus Brian Norman Jr. That one
Mm.
I'm very interested to see. Very interested to see.
I feel like that's gonna be an upset. Well, I don't know if it's supposed to be an upset or
Hey,
not, but
that's what a lot of people is saying. That's what a lot of people say. I'm glad you said that because you kind of on par about how I'm feeling. I may need to just see a little bit more coming down the line. Like of course they're training, how committed, how focused they are. But right now, even the Vegas is it's almost a pick'em line. I think from my knowledge, Devin Haney is like a negative 150, negative 140. So it ain't like even Vegas calling it like yeah, it's closer than everybody thinks because not everybody too fond of Brian Norman, but he's actually a great boxer. So we'll see though. We'll see.
right. I just want to say something for to the gambling fans out there, sports enthusiasts. That's something that I've been paying attention to. You can score big on a lot of these fight nights, UFC and boxing included. If you were ahead of the curve um, last night, you probably could have peeped some of the chinks in the armors of the
Mm-hmm.
manga, or you could have capitalized on that Shakur Stevenson win. We got another big fight coming up very soon. Terrence Crawford versus Canelo. Alvarez at
Yeah.
what they fighting at 168, 160.
160. Yeah, 160. Damn, good question. Let me double check for you.
Please do 168, I believe. Um, and uh, and my guy, man, over in the UFC, man, you gotta keep your head on the swivel for when certain guys are about to fight over there. Um,
160. Yeah.
168, 160.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, right. This is gonna be a big one at 168, man. I'm hearing a lot of fight fans and critics saying they got Terrence Crawford taking this one, man. They saying that Terrence pack a lot more power than it looked like he does, and that
I
Canelo is
ain't
gonna
gonna
be
lie. I've
surprised.
heard differently, man. I've heard differently. I hear a lot of people, from what I'm reading, what I'm watching, they like Canelo more. They
They
like
like Canelo
Canelo.
more.
Yeah, yeah. They like Canelo more.
Hmm.
I was originally, I would say back January, February when this fight was announced, I was like, man, Canelo, because I'm not a big fan of somebody moving 2, 3 weight classes, right?
Right.
I'm never a big fan of that. I watch Roy Jones go down. I watch a few of other people, watching boxing all my life. I watch a few people go down like that. It's not a good, unless you have like a tune up fight, you know what I'm saying? Where you get a couple fights in that way, get comfortable, but he going straight to it. 1, 2, let me get him. And cool respect to him. That's when I was. But watching them face off and realize how big Crawford is, he's not little. He's not little. So if he's actually comfortable, like
Hold up.
let's say he walks around in that way, which I was told he does. Come on now,
Hold on.
that
Say
say
it
a lot.
again. I got
I
noise in the
was
background.
Yeah, no. I was saying that when I was watching them face off, originally prior to the face off, I was all on Canelo because that weight differential, jumping a few weight classes, is never a success ratio is very low. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, but watching them face off and watching them interview, I realized Crawford is bigger than I thought. So if he's comfortable walking around, which I was told he walks around at that weight,
Right.
he has a good chance because he's much more technical than Alvarez. Alvarez has more power in him,
Mm-hmm.
but Crawford is not weak, like much weaker or less stronger. He's up there with him, and he's big. He's big. So I changed my vote. I think Crawford might have this one. I'm
Yeah.
actually gonna put money on Crawford on this one.
I'm putting my money on Crawford, man, all the way. Like you can't go against it. I mean, you could go against it in this instance because, come on, man,
No, this one you definitely can.
you definitely can. Like, let me not talk too crazy, but I'm rocking with Crawford, man. Just feel like it's his moment. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's his time. I feel like seeing the work that he put in against, what's my boy name? We haven't heard from him since. We haven't seen him in the
Errol
ring.
Spence.
Earl Spence, man, like I'm still going back to that fight because I feel like that was supposed to be like a big fight. You know what I mean? That was supposed to be a big matchup in the boxing world between two. And what they
I
fight at, like 154 maybe. They probably called
think it
that.
was. Yeah.
I think they fought that one at 54.
We literally haven't heard from him since.
And we haven't heard
Wow.
anything from him since. I feel like
Yeah.
he did a lot more
He was
damage to
supposed to
that
have a
boy.
fight versus Fendora. I don't know. I think he backed out of it, man. I think he just enjoying the sunset right now.
Right, right.
But peep this. Size, right? Canelo is 5'7.5". Crawford is 5'8".
Mm-hmm.
Reach. Canelo 70.5 inches. Crawford 74 inches. You know what I'm saying?
Reach.
So Crawford got the height advantage slightly, and he has the better reach advantage. The
Right.
only thing is Canelo has more power with that weight because he's done it a lot more. But Crawford is like a technical boxer, so he has that advantage. So it's really more even than a lot of people think. So,
I could
but the
take that.
books have the odds higher. So let me double check the odds of the. Let me double check. So the odds of this one, Canelo's negative 200,
Yeah.
195 to be exact. He opened up as a negative 300, but it's been trickling down because a lot of people have been putting money on Crawford. And the fight is all the way in September, but so it might go down to like plus 130 Crawford, negative 170 Canelo. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be a good fight, man. My money, I'm taking that plus money, baby.
Taking that
Taking
plus
that
money.
plus money all day. Yeah, Crawford. Gotta go Crawford. Gotta go Crawford. And this is my prediction. When Crawford win, I think Canelo gonna retire. That
Yeah.
bag gonna be serious. That bag gonna be serious. He has bad. Canelo has a long, long, long fighting record, fighting history. So he could hang it up, and everybody still look at him as a legend. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that's something I wanted to get into too as far as boxing records go. You know what I mean? How important is it to maintain a winless boxing record? There's a fighter from down here in South Florida that suffered, if I'm not mistaken, his first professional loss a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago, fighting on the Don King. My guy that I've been watching for some time now, looking for him to blossom, and I don't know. He caught a L. His name's Bane Williams, man. Bane Williams.
Okay.
Um, and he's from out of Broward. And man, he had an illustrious amateur career fighting guys like Tinafimo Lopez and some more notable names. Um, Sparring Javante Tank Davis and things of that nature, working in AB's camp or whatnot, and he suffered a loss, his first loss, and I haven't heard any more from him. You know what I'm saying? It seems like he's inactive. I don't know if he signed into a
Yeah.
bad contract, but I just want to know, like, should we put so much emphasis on boxing records or maintaining uh, win lossless records in boxing, or can we still champion and credit fighters that taken L's that have fought great fights over the years?
And I love that question absolutely because you got to look at the history. You got to look at the history. Prior to about the early 2000s and before, it don't matter if you had a loss or two. It didn't
Right.
matter because the greats was fighting the greats. They put on. It's all about the great performance.
Mm-hmm.
You put it on great performance, you could be 5-2. That's why a lot of people love the UFC because even the great fighters, the number one, two ranked fighters, they're not undefeated. They have a few losses,
Right.
but they put on great performances. That's how boxing was up until about 2002 when the great Floyd Mayweather started taking over the scene.
Mm-hmm.
Because Floyd was the pioneer behind the O. You know what I'm saying? He promoted that undefeated. He went all the way, but he cherry picked a lot of his fighters. You know what I'm saying? So he
Mm-hmm.
got to the 50-0, but he avoided certain fighters until it was like the last possible past their prime type of thing, and
Right.
then he'll get him because he's much more better defensively and technically than anybody, probably in the history of boxing.
I would have
You know
loved
what
to
I'm
get
saying?
him that for real.
So, but he wasn't the greatest of all time, which Roy Jones mentioned that recently, and he threw shade at Roy Jones by posting on his
Oh, you
story,
see that shit?
sitting
That shit was
down.
foul. I ain't
And that
like
was
that.
fine. I ain't like that because Roy Jones my favorite boxer of all time. I feel like I took that personally a little bit. I ain't gonna lie because Roy Jones in his prime, he was beating dudes and he was at the top of the top. He started taking them losses because one, he was a bit older in his 30s. He lost a level of mobility, so he was much more able to get hit. And he did what Terence Crawford doing now. He went up in weight and fought against certain fighters where of course, he regrets it. Obviously, taking them crazy losses, but Floyd picked and chose. So after Floyd's reign in the 2000s, a lot of young people, what they did, they look up to Floyd.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of these boxers right now look up to Floyd. They look up. They almost like treat him like, not to say it like that, but he's like God in boxing, bro.
Right.
So they trying to emulate what he did.
Right.
Be Showtime. Showtime. Remember Adrian Broner came about. Get an undefeated record. I got that one loss is over. So let me pick and choose my fighters. Let me promote the fuck so I get this bag, because that bag come when you promoting and you staying undefeated and you fucking with the right promoters. Excuse my language, messing with the right promoters. So what happened after, he was great, but he kind of messed up boxing for a certain period of time. But that's why I like this new dude, that Turkish dude I mentioned, him, and he's also, I don't know if you know, he's doing a collab with Dana White,
I've been
the
seeing Dana
UFC.
White at a lot of the
Yeah,
boxing events now.
cause he's trying to take over and he's trying to emulate what UFC's doing, which is, yo, the best fight the best. Y'all get the super bag, and even if y'all lose, we're still gonna promote y'all to get the other bag as long as you fight in competition.
I think I,
So
I think Floyd fucked up professional boxing for a little bit as well.
absolutely he did. That's why it went down like to the point where it was,
Matchmaking became horrible.
oh my
The heavyweight
God.
division is not what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. And what people would do when they avoided a fight, they would ask for an astronomical amount of money.
Right.
So they'll be like, man, you know what I'm saying? That's their way of kicking, you know what I'm saying? Getting away from the fight they don't want, because they don't want to see that person at that time. So from like 2013 to about 2020, boxing was ass. It
Right.
was ass because people were doing that. But I feel like it's going to be a turn because people are not going to be so afraid of losing their O.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because the bag talk. Once you put the money behind certain fights, even if this dude is 20-2 and this dude is 19-1, but if you he putting up bags, Turkish and
Bro,
Dana
some
White
of them
putting up bags
O's
for these
made for
fights.
great trilogies in boxing. Some of them O's made for
Absolutely.
great rematches. So it's like
Absolutely.
you could never, you know what I'm saying? I just wanted to touch on that. That's something
Absolutely.
for a whole nother show. We could get into that a whole nother day.
Yeah,
I invite
you
some
see,
more
we
people
rambling
on.
about this for like 10 minutes. So yeah, that's a whole other conversation, which I enjoy because it's gonna change. Just know the tide field is gonna change over the next 5 years. You're gonna see people just taking them fights because the bag gonna be behind it. They for going to Saudi Arabia now and getting these fights on. So
Right.
every time you 100 million, you still got 100 million for me after I just took a loss in June. I'm going like,
Right.
let's do it. I don't care who I fight. I can
Right.
fight
Right.
the devil himself. Let's go, bro. Like,
Right. Right.
you know what I'm saying? Versus, oh, I just lost. Now all the promoters off you. All the fans off
Like
you.
top
You
rank,
dead.
I don't know, man. Bob Arum, them boy, it ain't been good over there for some time now. So I like
Yeah,
what the Arabs are doing. The Saudis are kind of like ruffling the pot a little bit,
absolutely.
stirring the pot, whatever they call it, a little bit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And pushing for those fights that the fans want to see, man. Forget the old records.
And let's throw them hands up. Let's throw them up, baby. Come on.
Let's
Get
throw them
right.
hands up, man.
Get right. I
You
love to
should go
see
back
it.
and watch one of Canelo's last fight, man. One of his last fights.
Which one versus who? I seen.
It was
Oh, that was the worst fight I ever seen.
It really was. What Buddy was running from the Cuban boxer.
Bro, 8 rounds, 10 rounds, whatever. How many rounds? It was in New York. It was in Brooklyn. 10 rounds of dude just running. Bro, I said this dude want that bag. That's all he came for. Even Canelo was frustrated because I know it's certain fight. Okay, you ain't trying to get knocked down. You find a better opponent. We get it. But literally just circle like,
Right.
dude came to run a track, bro. You just run track, bro. You in the wrong sport. Run track, dude. That was terrible.
Right.
Terrible, bro. Terrible. Even Devin Haney got that same card, I believe. Devin Haney was terrible. He did the
Right.
same thing. Like he was catching trauma from Garcia knocking his ass out. That was his next fight after. And I'm watching dude just
Right.
yo, bro. That was even Turkish was frustrated. He was frustrated watching that. He said, dude, there was even a rumor going around. They thinking about shrinking the ring as the rounds go,
Damn.
just to keep these dudes from running.
Right.
Do you
Right. Like
imagine
niggas
how
running
corrupt
for
that
that
would be, bro?
bread.
Have them shrink the ring. That was crazy though, but
Man, we got
that
a
was
UFC
interesting.
fight card next week. I just want to mention it, man. You know what I mean? Just to give some of our betting enthusiasts, gamblers out there a little heads up on what's
Uh,
going on. Lightweight for the main event, you got Max Holloway and Dustin Poirier, which should be a
ooh, wee, that's a great fight.
that's a great fight. Who you like,
When is
man?
that? When is that?
That's next week, next Saturday, if I'm not mistaken, July 19th.
I need to see that fight card. I'm about to look it up right now. That's a nice one.
Co-main
Max
event.
Holloway, Dustin Poirier. Whew, that's a good one, bro. I'm gonna have to go Poirier, bro. I love Poirier. That's
I
one of my
love
favorite
Poirier.
fighters.
He's a dog. We
Yeah,
got
there's nothing.
Paulo Costa and Roman
There's gonna be a few upsets this card. I'm looking at it now.
Kopylov,
Yeah, it's gonna be
Kevin
more
Holland on this
upsets than
card.
usual.
Daniel Rodriguez, Dan Ainge,
Patricio Pitbull. I
Patricio
wanted to see
Pitbull.
who that he's gonna win that fight for sure. He's one of the dudes I was looking at. I like him. Yeah, interesting.
Interesting card, not the most stacked card, but you know what I mean. It's
Nah,
some
definitely not. But
probably
still,
some potential money makers on there. I got to go through and do my homework on it, sit and study hard a little bit.
yeah, we gonna get back before Saturday and drop our odds and picks with that. But good card. I like it definitely.
Man, let's get into some of this soccer today. At 3 p.m., we got two games to start. You have France versus Netherlands, and then we have England versus Wales. Throughout this championship play,
France versus now. This is the woman.
this is women's UEFA championship soccer.
Okay.
Right. And throughout this tournament thus far, Wales has been getting their head kicked in. You know what I mean? Losing by 3-4 goal margins. You know what I mean? And even before this competition started, it just seemed like they haven't been playing great football at all. We have the bookmakers, odds makers have. Let's check the odds on this real quick. On this Wales, England and Wales right now for the straight the head up win. You got England being evaluated at negative 1,800, and then Wales getting plus 3,000 with a plus 900 on the draw side of things.
What's the actual spread on that?
The actual spread. The actual spread is about.
They might be giving England at least 2.5, 3 goals.
Probably 2.5, man.
Yeah, let me see. No, yeah. They giving them about 2 and 3 goals. Three.
3.
Yeah, I would say 3. That would be 3 is negative 110. So about 3 goals. Sheesh. 3 goals is a lot in soccer, brother.
3 goals, huh?
Yeah,
I
Wells has
like it,
been.
man. Like I'm taking them to cover. I'm taking them to cover the 2.5, man.
Who? England?
Yeah.
I gotta go the other way, man. I think. Yeah, you get your butt kicked, but there's gonna be a game where you know what I'm saying. And this is probably the last. Yeah, this is actually the last game in the group division.
Mm-hmm.
The last game, I think Pride are gonna kick in with Wales.
So you
And
think
if you look at
Wales stand tall with the 3 points?
Yeah, they're gonna cover the 3. Because if you look at the head-to-head history, they never lost by more than 3. They played 2 games. The first game they draw in 2018, and then the same year, 2018, they lost 3-zip. So I'm going on the side of history. I think they will stay within the 3-goal range. I definitely believe that. And also, if you also look, which is a very key component, England just need a draw and they will qualify because of the goal differential. Netherlands goal differential is -1 right now. England is +3, and France is +4 in that division. So they just need to just play a light game and prepare for the next round.
Right, they not really coming out to drop
They're
nothing.
not gonna go full force and I gotta win this game and destroy this team because they just need about 2 goals. They're gonna put them to sleep in. I think that'll be all. So I think Wales gonna cover just based off pride because this is probably the last game of the tournament and they're going home after this back to Wales or wherever their club's at and just prepare for whatever season they got going on. But this season's over. They lost 2 games and they got one more game for pride. So just out of pride and respect, if you can get at 3.5, you're golden. 3.5, you gold. But me personally, I got my money on Wales with the 3.
You taking Wales with the 2.5
With the
with the
3.
3 goals?
Yeah, with the 3. And if you could get at 3.5, which I saw, -155, you golden. You golden. Because they never lost the 2 games they played in the nation's history, England versus Wales. They never lost by more than 3. They actually draw one time, so they didn't even lose one of the games. So we definitely going we going with Wales.
My boy
Come
say
on, Wales, don't let me down. Don't let me down, Wales. Because USA versus what it was, Guatemala, they let me down. On one of the episodes we did before. Yeah.
my
And
boy
you
Rocky.
wouldn't be surprised. It'll be like 2-zip halftime, and then they get a few subs in just to, what I'm saying, make sure yellow cards don't turn to red or people don't get suspended. You know what I'm saying? So I think this will be one of them games where England doesn't go all the way hard like they did the first 2 games. So
They shouldn't. They definitely already pretty much qualified if I'm not mistaken. What do you say? Are they missing any goals?
no,
Or
they're 1-0-1, right?
mm-hmm.
1 win, 1 loss. And France is first in that division. So, yeah, okay, France. Let me double check right now. France is first in that division right now. Their record is 2-0.
Mm-hmm.
France is in. England, which is the team we play right now, they're 1-0-1, 1 win, 1 loss. Netherlands has the same record, but the goal differential is what put England over Netherlands. They
Okay.
scored more goals and they allowed the least goals. They have +3. Netherlands at -1. The chances of
Mm-hmm.
Netherlands to score 7 to 8 goals while England plays a tough game is slim to none. So they're pretty much guaranteed the second spot with just a win. So
Okay.
that's really with just a win. So that's why I say once they kick a gear and they score 1 goal and they get that second goal, they chilling, they good, because they don't want people to get hurt
Right.
and they don't want people to get too many yellow cards or red cards to get suspended. So
Yeah. How many?
they gonna chill. Meanwhile, Wales is 0-2. They begin their, like you said, that kick. I think pride kicks in to not get whooped.
That
I
makes sense.
probably gonna lose. I probably go home. Yeah, we got our flights already booked, but
Flights definitely already booked.
let's not get our butts destroyed again to embarrass our nation,
Right.
type of thing. Because soccer is a lot of pride in soccer, a lot of pride behind soccer. So I'm gonna go with Wales with 3.5. You staying put with that? That England? You think England
You said
toss they
Wells with 3.5.
Yeah, you can do 3 out of 3, but I'm gonna just play it safe. You know what I'm saying? Go with the 3.5. Matter of fact, I'm putting a little ticket in right now as we speak.
Might as well.
Yeah, I'm putting a little $20 on that. We talking money.
Might as well. Wells with a three and a
We
half, man.
talking money. I'm gonna take him with 3. F it, man. What am I doing?
I took him with the 3, man. You convinced me on the 3.
Yes, sir. I like that. 3. All right. We both committed. Wales +3. How you feel about the next game? France, the women's side, France versus the Netherlands.
Man, I'm definitely rocking with France, man. From the very first game, man, they put a whooping on England, and it impressed me. You know what I mean? And they got some hungry players. One up in the forward position, midfield, man. They got some speed demons up there that are just hunting for gold. Being that they've already qualified, like you said, I think this is just a hold off type of game. You know what I mean? Like they do enough so that Netherlands don't come out and stunt. And hold on, I'm looking at like maybe a 2-1 game on the
Oh,
France
wow,
side.
wow. That's exactly the score I had in my head. I had the same exact score.
Man, that
I was gonna
exact
say the
score might
same
be
thing.
it for this one, man.
Yep, the correct score 2-1. I love that. I think France will do just enough to win. They won the last 10 games.
Right,
So they're really on an unstoppable run. They can't be beaten. And it's gonna take a team like, a Spain type of team to knock them off right now. Because they just know how to win. Meanwhile, England, not England, I'm sorry. What team is that? They play Netherlands, bro. They just got they behind 4-zip destroyed. They just got destroyed. The girls 4-zip to England. So
right,
I think a little bit of that same rust continues versus a dominant team like France. I think they will come out with the win. 2-1, 1-zip France for sure. You can book that. I one of those scores for sure. I love it.
right, right,
So let me
right.
go ahead and do that too. I'm gonna take France with the money line as my second leg. So the first leg I got Wales +3. I'm gonna go France money line on the second leg. That's how I'm feeling.
Damn, that sound like a
You with
dope.
me?
That sound like a
Yeah.
dope parlay, nice parlay right there.
I got one more leg. One more leg. The last game we got to talk about. One more leg on the soccer
PSG
side.
and Chelsea, man.
Woo! You say the best for last, man. Say the best for last.
Say the best
The
for last.
FIFA Club World Cup final.
Right.
Woo
Who you going
wee.
with? You going with the champions PSG with the UEFA League champions, or you
That's
going with
tough.
or you going with Chelsea, who's been playing some strong football in this
Yeah.
competition, man, leading up to this game. How you feeling?
I'm feeling like, man, honestly, this is the game that I have trouble with. And it's not even the fact that it's a tough game to pick. It's an obvious choice.
Uh oh.
But you ever heard of something being too obvious?
What was your obvious choice? PSG?
PSG. They're on a dump. They're on a golden run right
They're
now.
on a golden run right now,
Golden
man.
run. They won the Champions League, and this club final, they've been dominating 3-zip, 4-zip, the top clubs. Bayern Munich. We got last week, which was Real Madrid, which
Right,
was very surprising to me how they dominated. It's not about the win. They dominated them 4-zip, 3-zip. I think they had a 5-zip against Inter Miami.
right.
So
Talk that shit,
they
man.
cannot. Not only that they're dominating, they're not allowing goals. It's one thing to win these games when you don't allow goals
Right,
and you killing. So and you just won a trophy and you want to win away from another trophy. They have an opportunity to do something, implement themselves as one of the greatest soccer teams of the last 15 years.
right.
So you parlay that, you're gonna be like, yeah, PSG easy. But something about it is it's one game. It ain't usually they have like a 2-game series, one at my house, one at your house, and then they combine the scores. Nah, this is a one game. One game. This honestly can go to penalties.
That's why you seeing this. You like it.
That's what's making me pause the calls on PSG, honestly. Cause can I see this one going to extra time or penalties? I don't know if they do extra time. Don't quote me on that. But can I see this go on penalties? Yeah, I absolutely can. Because Chelsea knows they got to play defense today. They got to play immaculate defense today. PSG, we know they're going to play defense.
Right.
We know they're going to play defense. They got one of my favorite players back there, Marquinhos. Solid, solid Mexican. We got Hakimi back there. Solid, solid Morocco. So it's like it's gonna be tough to score on them. And then they got Donnarumma, goalkeeper. He ain't allowing nothing. Ain't nothing going through back there. So PSG gonna play defense.
Right.
Now will Chelsea play defense? So me personally, this might be a 1-1 extra time penalty game. So off the strength of that, I gotta go Chelsea, fam. I gotta go Chelsea with the +1.
With the +1?
I gotta go. Yeah, they +1. +1. I might. How you feeling? Before I can lock in my third final leg, you gotta tell me how you feeling, because you might.
Man, over here we already locked in with Chelsea. Hold on, where my boy went at? Oh, we just lost. Just lost AD. We just lost AD. Hold on, it look like he's coming back.
My bad. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I got disconnected for a second. But tell me how you feeling before I lock in this third leg.
Man, how I'm feeling, man. We already came to the conclusion that we rocking with Chelsea tonight. Just didn't know
I'm
how.
leaning. There's a difference. I ain't locking the bet. I'm waiting for Scavenger O
Nah, my
to
old
give me
man
his.
pretty much already done solidified. He rocking with Chelsea.
Hoo. Hey, you know I like old man wisdom. Your old boy, man, he got the wisdom.
Yeah, man.
He done said something the other day, and man, I'm rocking with him.
He said
If
he
you
rocking
like,
with, and definitely with the point. I know he definitely we definitely swinging that way. You know what I mean? You just confirmed it. You just confirmed it. Chelsea with the 1 point tonight over PSG, man.
wee.
Secure with that 1 point just in case they do go on the penalties or whatnot. But
Yes, sir.
I think that's what it is, bro. I think we locked
Okay,
in.
okay. So this is what it is now. Check this out. We got, I don't know if you can see, Chelsea with the point. We got France money line, and we got Wales with the 3. I done put a quick
Damn, I like
40.
that.
A 40 bring back 150, 200. You say lock it in?
I say lock it in, bro. I
It's
like that.
being locked. We officially locked in. $40 3 play. 3 p.m. all games. The game starting an hour. Let's do it. $40 bring to 196. So yeah, I just locked it in.
Lock that in.
Woohoo!
I
I
like
love
that.
that.
I'm
I
loving
love
it.
that. I love that. Let's lock it in, fam. Let's eat.
And we
I
locked
like
in.
that.
We locked
We
in.
go again. We got scavenger play. Y'all listen. Everybody tune in. France to win. That's women's soccer versus Netherlands. Wales to cover 3. Women's soccer versus England. And Chelsea +1. So if they win, PSG win by 1, you get a push. I'll take it.
Take
I
that
think
push.
Chelsea will keep that game close because they've been dominating to all these games. It's going to be the finals, and it's going to be an entertaining game. I think they keep it close no matter what. And if it's extra time, we'll win.
You
We
already
take
know
it.
it. Hey, you already know it. Check it, AD.
We'll
I think
take
we
it.
done gave them a decent amount, man. What I would like to do is I want to go and take a quick break real quick, man. Get
All
ready
right,
for
all
this
right.
game to start. Let this game muster up. And if you want to come go live during one of the games, we can come back
Let's do it.
and go live again. But I'm gonna sit here and try to put together a MLB Hail Mary on the
Uh,
player on the hit side on the
I'm
player
on mute.
props.
MLB is, nah, you can
I'm
have
not
that.
really feeling MLB,
I'm
but on the
not
player
feeling it now
props,
one
man, I'm
bit.
still chasing these player props down. Hopefully, we can.
Okay. Yeah,
Hope,
that Hail Mary player props. Yeah, we've been close. Scavenger JR. Scavenger, we've been close with the hits. Yeah. And you know the All-Star game coming up, so people trying to get their numbers and stuff. So I like it.
right,
I
right,
like it.
right. But we locked in, man. We locked in. France money line.
Check.
Wales with the 3,
Check.
and Chelsea with the 1 point.
Checkmate. Let's go.
All right, we're gonna update the
Let's
people
go.
later. Post it on the page. Make sure you
Yes,
following
sir.
us on
Yes, sir.
Instagram at What's the Odds Sportscast. Make sure you liking and subscribing here on YouTube, and we're gonna tap back in a little bit later, man.
All right. Peace. We'll be
Hey,
back.
yep.